Hello, good afternoon. This is David Soto talking to you, and welcome to my weekly strategy video where I will pick a random currency pair and I will try to pinpoint an exact place to enter a trade using any of my various strategies. Okay, so what I like to do here is I'm going to pick a random pair, just like I said, and I think I'm going to pick, I don't know, I like GBP pairs. We pick GBP AUD. Okay, here on GBP AUD. Okay, now this is on a default 1 hour chart, and I'm going to load my indicator. Okay, and we can see what's going on here. Now, if we look here on the 1 hour chart, we see that it's already starting to go up on the 1 hour chart. So more than likely, it'll probably go up for the next few hours or the next day or so. But let's look at the 4 hour chart and get an idea. I like to look at the higher time frames to see where the long-term trend is going. Okay, so on the 4 hour chart here, we have a red arrow to sell, but it never formed a blue arrow. So that means it should be going back down at some point. But we also see that it did drop quite a ways. Okay, and it looked like it hit a fairly good level of support down here. Okay, and it did not form a blue arrow. I think because it did not hit the same exact low point right here. Okay, so that's okay. So more than likely it probably will be going up. Now let's look at the daily chart. Okay, daily chart shows to sell also. So I'm thinking that in the coming weeks it will be dropping. Okay, now if we look at the weekly chart says a different story. Okay, weekly chart has an up arrow, meaning that in the coming months, okay, and the longer and longer trend is going to be going up. Okay, so this is not too big of a deal when you're looking at the weekly or daily chart, but I do have an idea in the back of my mind which way the market is headed long term. Okay, we do see, especially on the daily chart, that the price is just riding sideways. It's been riding sideways for a while, for at least the last month or so. So it's probably going back up now. We see the price had dropped right here, came back up, dropped, came back up, dropped again. So I'm thinking it's going to go back up just based on what I'm seeing right here. Yes, we have a down there right now on the daily chart, and it should be dropping. That's going to take a long time from now, probably the next few weeks. So I'm looking at what's going to happen in the next couple of days. Okay, the 4 hour chart, like I said, it already dropped quite a bit, and it's already starting to come back up. If you look at the 1 hour chart, it's already going up. So I'm thinking that we need to be buying right now. Okay, I'm going to be scalping for small profits, so I want to buy. Okay, now let's go drop down to a smaller time frame so we can find a opposite red arrow. Okay, let's look at the 30-minute chart. Here we only have a blue arrow and no red arrow. Okay, so now I want to drop down to a 15-minute chart. Okay, here on the 15-minute chart, now we see a red arrow. Okay, and it dropped a little bit, came back up, dropped down again, came back up. So more or less it's just riding sideways right now, but I do see like a slight gain, a slight increase. So there's a chance that it could go up and form another red arrow and never form a blue arrow, which is okay. But what I want to do here is I want to put a buy limit pennant order, so that if the price drops down, it will activate a buy trade and then shoot back up. Okay, because like I said, I know this is going to be going up for the next few days. If we look at the 1 hour chart, I want to point something out. On the 1 hour chart here, we have a red arrow right here. Okay, and this came in on the 23rd of November. And now this blue arrow came in today on the 30th of November. So we're looking at least a week for this trade to have been open from one arrow to the next. So probably the same thing is going to happen again. Okay, we've got a blue arrow now. It's probably going to be going up for the next week, at least the next 3 or 4 days, right? So that's why I want to buy. Okay, so I'll go back to the 15-minute chart. Like I said, I want to put a buy limit pennant order. No, not way down here, but excuse me. We see right here that we have a pretty solid support line right here. Okay, I'll draw this horizontal line just so you can see as reference. And what I want to do is I want to put a buy limit pending order just a little ways above this green line. Okay, that way when the price drops, it'll activate that pending order, open a buy trade, and then go back up. And I will place a take profit, about 100 200 points above. That way it'll open and close the same day, hopefully in a few hours, relatively quickly, and you can avoid swap fees in that manner. So now we just go to, on the toolbar, click on new order, and then we change this right here from market execution to pending order. Okay, and then you want to select buy limit, which is already selected, and then for the at price right here, I want to pick a price that's a little ways above the green line, and we see right here there's a little tick mark that says 1.80 500, right? So I'm going to go ahead and select that amount, 1.80 500, and then for take profit, I'm going to select the take profit that is close to this red arrow, okay, which would be, let's say 1.80 900, 1.80 900, like that. Okay, so this is a GBP pair. So with the Great British Pound, you can get a lot of pips on a small move. Okay, so this is our buy limit. We're hoping this will drop, activate the buy trade, and go back up and hit the take profit. And if we look at the take profit, we see that we have 400 pips in total profit, which is pretty good. Okay, not bad for a single trade, right? Now, what if this price never drops and activates? What if it just keeps going up and up and up? Okay, so what I like to do also is put a buy stop pending order above here. So I'm going to mark this resistance right here. Okay, we have a strong resistance there right now, and I'm looking for that to break. Okay, at some point it will. Okay, and what we do here is I'm going to put a buy stop pending order above. Okay, remember that limit orders are below and stop orders are above. So here I'm going to choose pending order. I will select buy stop, and for at price I will select 1.81 100. Okay, it's just a little ways above. And for take profit, I will pick 1.81 300. Okay, that should give me 200 pips on profit. And you see right here, this says buy stop, and we have a TP for take profit. So the TP right here says 200 pips, like I already stated. So here we have 400 plus 200, a possible 600 total pips in profit. Okay, now if this keeps going up and up and up and up, I could either take this buy limit and drag it up, because at some point it's going to come back down and retrace. So I could drag it up to try and chase that price up, or I could just cancel that. Okay, I could just cancel this, right click and hit delete. Okay, my choice, right? So anyhow, that is one pair. Let me pick one more pair and then I will wrap this video up. Okay, I showed you a GBP pair. Let's select NZD CAD. This is just totally random. Okay, I have not looked at this prior. Okay, 1 hour shows to sell. Wow. Okay, so but you didn't notice here we had a red arrow and another red arrow. Typically, when you have this happen, 2 red arrows in a row, the next arrow should be a blue one. So I feel like this will be dropping. But let's look at some of the higher time frames. Okay, higher 4 hour definitely shows to sell. So yes, this should be dropping. Okay, and the next few days, the next week. Okay, if you look from this blue arrow to this red arrow, this is on the 2nd of November, and this is on the 27th of November. So you're looking at almost a solid month. So this is definitely going to be dropping for the next couple weeks. Look at the daily chart. Boom, same thing. Okay, so this you're gonna be able to sell for a long time if you wanted to. Okay, but I don't like keeping a trade open for a long time because of the swap fees. Okay, so look at the weekly chart. It shows the buy. but that is so far out. I'm not even so much concerned about that. So based on what we're seeing right here, we want to sell. Okay, now it's just beginning a downtrend. Okay, we're not deep into the downtrend right now, so that's okay. So I'm looking to sell, like I said, but I'm going to go down to a smaller time frame until I find the opposite blue arrow. Okay, if we go to the 30-minute, I'm sorry, go to 30 minutes, we have no blue arrow. Okay, 15 minutes, we have a blue arrow. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So now I want to put a buy limit pennant order above, okay, with a take profit. And we see right here we have a level of resistance right here. Okay, I can bring it up a little bit, but basically that is your resistance. And what we want to do here is put a buy limit just below. Okay, so the price will go up, activate a buy or sell trade. Sorry, I put a sell limit pennant order right here. Okay, it will activate a sell trade and then drop. Okay, now if it activates the sell trade and goes up more, that's okay. You might have a little drawdown, but in the long term it's going to be dropping. Okay, that's why we want to sell only. I do not want to buy right now. I could catch a few pips on the way up, but I don't like that. Okay, I do want to go with the bigger trend. So here I'm going to put a sell limit. Okay, this is opposite from what we did before. I'm kind of glad I picked this pair. So here I'm going to put 0.91 310. Okay, only because I see that tick mark right there. My foot is itching, but I'm going to put a take profit down here by this blue arrow. Okay, just so I can get in and out quickly. 0.91 100. Okay, I don't know, but anyhow, 210 pips on profit. Boom. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Okay, I probably could bring this up a little bit, but no big deal. Like I said, I want to try to put it like right there. Now the reason is because I want to put another sell stop pennant order below that. Okay, so I'm going to mark this support right here, this blue arrow. Okay, so now I'm going to put another sell stop with take profit. The problem is, where do we put the take profit? Well, we look right here. If I zoom out a little bit, we see right here there's a support level right there. Okay, and so once this might go up a ways and back down, but eventually this is going to break and drop down to this level, kind of like an elevator, right? So I'm going to put a sell stop here below this line and take profit above this line. Okay, that's the plan. So we go right here and choose sell stop, and I'm going to put it at 0.91. $0.91075. I don't know. Not gonna be able to make this an even number, I don't think, but it's not gonna be much of a take profit. But I'm gonna put here 0.91, 0.90, 980. I'll make it 7.5. Because I did 7.5 here, I'll put 7.5 there. That should be about 100 pips, I think. I'm not good with math. 100 pips. Okay. So here we got, about 200 pips or whatever, 180 pips, plus 100 pips here. So that's really good, especially for a New Zealand dollar. You're not going to get as many pips out of a small movement as you will a Great British Pound. That's why I like trading these GBP pairs, because you can get a lot of pips out of a small movement. Okay, but anyhow, this is a perfect setup. As a matter of fact, I really like this type of setup right here, and this is what we're looking for. Okay, so let me to recap and summarize what I did. Okay, I started on the 1 hour chart, and we see that it's dropping, right? Okay, I confirmed the higher time frames to see that if it's really going to be dropping. The 4 hour shows we dropping, so that's a very, very good sign. And the daily chart as well. So boom, we know that it's going to be dropping for the long term, for the next few weeks at least. So that's okay. So then I want to go down to a smaller time frame to find the opposite. Okay, like this. Okay, a 15-minute chart shows to buy. So then we're going to put a sell limit above here. We're going to take profit and wait for that to drop. Okay, so that's how you do it, man. That's how you go in for the kill. So anyhow, this strategy works really, really good. That's how I use my trade copy service. It's not 100% perfect, but it's awesome. I have a 90% win rate with this strategy. So if you have any questions at all about this strategy or any of my other strategies, any other of my YouTube videos, I don't care, hit me up on Facebook. Okay, I have a link below in the description of this video for my personal Facebook. Please contact me there first. Also, I have a link for my private Facebook group. Please contact me there, and you can post any questions or comments in my Facebook group. Okay, with that said, I hope you have a wonderful day. Please let me know how I can help you. Thank you.